Tiny Acres Homestead. So it's been almost probably about a month since I uploaded my last video. I've been pretty busy and I kept forgetting to take videos, so I'm sorry about that. Today I wanted to show you a little update on everything we got done around here. I know I said I was going to show you me carrying all the chickens, but that was not going to happen. I couldn't carry chickens and ducks and a goose with, holding the camera. So that didn't happen. We did get a little bit more bulldozing work done, tearing down the old chicken coop area, and it looks pretty good. And my gardens are flopped this year. I'm picking at them a little bit, but let's go see what all we've got. Alright, this is the new area for the chickens and ducks. Did have to buy another 100-foot water hose because I didn't have any water down here. We've got everybody moved in here and they're super happy. They've got all this grass and all this fun stuff to do. And we got their old coop moved in here from my last video. I'm going to put it over here under this shade tree. And they've got a lot of room in here. So it's about 3 times as big as their other one. I got these 3 little ones here that I hatched in school while we were at school, so need to probably do something about those 2 stripy ones because they are both boys. I'm not sure how they'll behave, but we'll see. Right now we've got 3 roosters in here, and that's not a good ratio. May need one of them to replace their dad. He's pretty old, but I don't know which one yet. I'm trying to figure out temperaments. They both follow me around like puppies, so hopefully they stay that way and aren't big meanies, but we'll see. Alright, let's go check out where they used to be. Alright, so this is all of the space that we got bulldozed. And right up at the top by that big tree is where the chickens were. There were some smaller trees that we had taken out, and it looks like a big wide open space here. And hopefully we've already got grass popping up, so hopefully it won't take long. Most of those big trees there were taken from here. And this is going to be part of the site for the new house, so it needed to be taken care of. Anyways, that's why the chickens and stuff had to be moved. Alright, let's take a look at the garden. Alright, so this area right here had a tree fall on it. It was just the top part. I'm not sure that the tree done much damage, but bugs have completely demolished my little tomato plants that I had down here, so we're not really getting anything off of them. And I think the tree may have killed my cucumber vine. It's very yellow. And the squash plants got squashed. Some of them are still okay. Squash bugs have in fact taken over. I couldn't keep up with them. They were insane. I thought at first these were going to be bug resistant plants, but the bugs proved me wrong. We've got 4 okra plants that are not doing that great. I've picked a few okra off of them, but they're not doing too hot. Yeah, this whole garden was a flop, pretty much. I did grow quite a bit of squash before the plants died. And over here I've got spaghetti squash plants and butternut squash. I don't know if they're going to grow anything before the bugs demolish those as well. I know that they've already gotten to my spaghetti squash, so I am going to have to go through and pick some more green beans. The green beans are doing okay. They're not great, but they're doing okay. Let's go take a look at the other gardens. This is the experimental corn that I planted way too late after we tore down the porch. If I get anything off, oh shoot! If I get anything off of these at all, I'll be surprised. I fell in a hole. You can't see it, but I fell in it. It was bad. This was my pumpkin patch / watermelon patch. The grass grows fast here. So look at this pretty pumpkin. And we got a watermelon and a cantaloupe growing over here. I need to get in here and clear some of this out. Just haven't found time to do it. Actually, I did clear it out and then it grew right back. It's insane how fast these weeds grow. But the next one's going to be worse, trust me. This used to be a garden. It's not a garden anymore. I dug up all the potatoes that I could find. Oh my god! Didn't even know this was growing. Now it's huge. Huge. But, still got this cucumber vine that has produced a couple of cucumbers. Here's another huge one. Tell you what, you don't look at these for 2 days and you got ginormous stuff growing on them. These are the only tomato plants that I have that are still alive, and they're not producing very many tomatoes. They're a mixture of, these are aromas, and I've got some the big Belgiums that are not getting very big, but yep, this is what happens when I try to grow extra stuff. I get overwhelmed and can't focus, and then everything just goes wild. This is where I planted the sweet potatoes. I don't know if they're going to produce anything or not, because the weeds have taken over this as well. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's go pick some stuff. I think we've got green beans and these 2 cucumbers. Might check the cucumber vine just to make sure there's no more. Some of these aren't quite big enough. Some of these are eaten up by bugs. Like I was saying, the green beans did okay, but they're not great. Next year, I'm going to do some major changes to how things are done with the garden. I'm going to try some of that weed fabric. And I'm going to find a better place to put down everything. I think I've got a good place picked out. Just need to get it prepped and ready for next year, because it is now August and this time will fly since I have to start back at work tomorrow. And Dean's going to be going to school where I work, so that'll be nice. I won't have to worry about anybody putting him on the bus in the mornings. Maybe a handful, but I've got some in the fridge that need to be canned, so these can just be tossed in with those. And I did get 3 cucumbers that are huge. And a couple more squash that need to be picked. This squash was pretty prolific for this year, but the only problem is I grew these for the farmer's market and nobody wanted to buy squash, and this is literally the only thing I could grow well, so it was kind of sad. I mean, my husband will eat squash, but nobody else really likes squash. So, but the chickens like squash. So whatever he doesn't eat, the chickens will eat it. Some of these are rotted because of these squash vine borers. See, that is disgusting. But I think I've got a couple of zucchini coming on unless the plants die. They look like they're trying to die. But I've got one right there. This one might be, no, it ain't quite big enough. And then I've got one couple of, well, I thought I had a couple of butternut squash trying to come on, but they're just gonna rot on the vine, so that's not good. They didn't even get very big before they started to rot. That one might do okay. I've got these ground cherries. Dean keeps picking them before they're ripe. I told him to wait until they fall when they're completely brown, but he picks them before they're ripe. And then he complains that they don't taste very good. So, he's a goofy. And hopefully we can get a little bit of something off of these butternut squash and spaghetti squash plants. I probably should have planted them earlier. I was under the impression they were a fall crop, and then I needed to wait until summer to plant them. I mean, I probably could have planted them earlier, but I don't know. I'll do more research on stuff next year. I don't know if anybody would even buy them anyway, since they're squash, and nobody wants to buy squash. Alright, so here's the basket. Very pitiful looking basket. And very pitiful looking garden. So thank you for joining me on this not so exciting harvest. I realized I forgot to upload the video about garlic harvest. They were pretty nice looking, so I'm going to go ahead and get that uploaded soon, and maybe some canning videos. I've got some stuff to can in the fridge. A few ears of corn and some green beans to get done, so we'll make a video of that too. So thanks for watching.